and then as soon as I clicked send, I like started bawling. But like, I don't want to scare you guys, but it was just because it became like my baby. On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is the course? It is 10, I would say.
I don't want to scare you guys.
Please like, subscribe, and comment. Okay. Hello, my name is Ji-young Kim and I am from South Korea, but I grew up in the Philippines. I studied Arab Crossroads and I am from class of 2020, so I just graduated last May. So currently I'm in the UAE, but not in Abu Dhabi, in Ras Al Khaimah, which is one of the 7 Emirates. It's in the very end, right next to Oman. Please come visit if you get to come to Abu Dhabi. Let me know. You guys can stay at my place. Anyways, that was really like unnecessary, but anyways, because of coronavirus, Maggie was not able to take a video of this, so yeah, I'm just here taking selfie. So what is Arab Crossroads? It's a great question. It's something that I definitely struggled to answer for a while. So Arab Crossroads is a multidisciplinary major where you learn more about the region, and the reason why they put crossroads was because putting boundaries in Middle East was a little vague, given that we also learn about North Africa. I mean, yes, it is divided into different categories, and I think it's like society and politics, like history and culture, and art and literature, but honestly in the end it doesn't really matter because you are able to take any classes from any discipline within the major. So why did I choose my major? It's a very long story, but my freshman year I struggled to really choose what I wanted to study. I was basically jumping around like 5 different majors, mostly from social sciences. I started learning Arabic, which I really loved. I had a senior friend who was doing Arab Crossroads, and she like kind of like lured me into taking the major, and I took a class and I really liked it, so I was like, you know what, why don't I try this major? So yeah, here I am doing Arab Crossroads. So how does the major curriculum look like? I would say that compared to many other majors, there aren't a lot of requirements. So there's like 3 prereq, which is emergence of the Middle East, anthropology and the Arab world, intro to modern Arab literature, and then you have to take 4 electives, 4 Arab Crossroads electives, and one of them has to be pre-1800. And an advice that I would give you with pre-1800 is that not many classes with this requirement is offered. So when the opportunity comes, just take it right away. So like later you don't have to like struggle to find these classes. And then your junior year spring, you need to take problems and methods of Arab Crossroads. And this is always during junior year spring, so you aren't able to study away. But honestly, it has been the best class that I've ever taken, like academically. Like I learned so much from this class, and it's like a pre-capstone. So you like write your proposal, you start brainstorming about your senior capstone, and then you have to take 4 classes of Arabic. So Arabic 101, 102, 202, no, 201, and then 202. Yeah. Honestly, it's not that much. Like me saying it like this seems like there's so much, but if you actually like compare it to other majors, it's not that much. There are a lot of space for general electives. You can even do double major. I have a friend who did double major with Arab Crossroads. And then what was one of the most memorable assignments? Of course, for me, it was capstone, my senior capstone, because I've invested so much time and effort in this project. It was also the toughest, but also the one where I grew the most as a student. So I did an ethnography on youth culture in specialty cafes around Abu Dhabi. It was really tough because I had to go up to the city and I interviewed a bunch of people. It was just like very heavy content. I had to write a lot. Also, it was the first long research that I had to do from scratch. In the end, it ended up being like my baby. So I remember the day that I was submitting my paper, my friends were with me because they knew like how much time I had invested in this project, and we were all like there waiting for me to click send, and like I couldn't because my hand was literally like shaking. And then as soon as I clicked send, I like started bawling.
It's attached, yeah.
Okay, you got this.
Send.
Oh my god. But like, I don't want to scare you guys, but it was just because it became like my baby. It was just so important to me. On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is, of course, it is 10, I would say. It is very tough. The professors expect a lot from you. The content is quite heavy and there is a lot of assignments, but it's really worth it in the end. You learn so much. You would never see any professors who would invest that much time and effort in really like benefiting you. And yeah. So what kind of, going back to 1 to 10, I don't want to scare you guys. It is tough, but it's worth it at the end. Like in the end, it's worth it. Everything was worth it for me. What kind of school activities are relevant? So one of the biggest conference that you could go to is MESA conference, which is Middle Eastern I don't know what it stands for, association. So it's an annual conference that happens in the States where all the Middle Eastern studies scholars come together to present their work. It's amazing because you are able to meet all these scholars that you read their work in your like classrooms, so it's kind of like seeing a celebrity. Also, there's an opportunity for you to present your undergraduate work with 2 other undergraduate students from other universities studying Middle Eastern studies. These professors will actually come to see your work and you can give their feedback, so I heard it was an amazing experience. But also, like within school, there's the Modern Arab League, which I think is like NYUAD, but with Arab countries. I did Sufara, which is the cultural ambassador of NYU Abu Dhabi, so I organized events to help NYU Abu Dhabi students immerse themselves more into the UAE/Emirati culture. So in what ways does the school support and provide resources for your major? Honestly, I think in terms of Arab Crossroads, the opportunities are limitless because our department is so small. Not many students actually do this major, which is such a shame. But because of this reason, you are basically like all the professors are there to help you build your academic career and your resume. There is a lot of funding, so like I got summer funding to go to Jordan to study Arabic for 2 months. The professors themselves are your resources as well because they're all renowned Middle Eastern scholars and they have a lot of connections. Yeah. What are Arab Crossroads exams like? A lot of reading, a lot of writing, reading, writing, writing and reading, and writing and reading and reading and writing. Yes, that's how it is. You have to expect yourself to write a lot of essays. Yeah. That's honestly all I can tell you. Oh, I guess like in Arabic classes, like there are exams and homework every day. Arabic is a lot of work, but also you're learning a new language, so I think you should kind of like expect yourself to put in that much effort. But I would say really take advantage of your professors. Go to their office hours. Literally bring them your work, bring them your notes. Just go even if you don't have anything to say to your professor, but just go. And you will earn something from it. And it's so important, I think, to get close to your professors. If you get close to your professors, it would just help you out a lot. Advice on freshmen who are interested in doing my major. To everyone, even the ones who are not interested, take it. At least take 1 class of Arab Crossroads. At least try to take an introductory class for anyone. Anyone who is thinking about it or for anyone who is sure, like just do it. If you're sure, great. I'm so excited for you. You are signing up for the best experience in NYU Abu Dhabi. I'm being super biased, but yes. If you're not interested, still try a class. Take it. Like take Emergence of the Middle East. and you would love it. An advice that I would give you is that just always look for opportunities out there. Like go to your professors, get to know them, ask them if there are any like research that they're working on that they need like student assistance. I know that like a lot of people will be like, what are you gonna do, after you graduate? Like, what are you gonna do with a Middle Eastern Studies or Arab Crossroads degree? I got that a lot. It's something that I definitely wondered or asked myself a lot. I mean, right now I'm working as event specialist in a non-profit organization funded by the Ras Al Khaimah government. A lot of my friends, actually all of them, like we have a Fulbright scholar, and like most of them went to graduate school, but then still like they got like full rides to all these like really amazing Middle Eastern Studies program in the States. Previously we had like Rhodes Scholars from Arab Crossroads. Just in general, everyone who did Arab Crossroads have gotten so far. If you are a freshman again, will you still choose Arab Crossroads? Yes, 100%. 100% I will choose Arab Crossroads as my major because it was the best decision that I have ever made in my university life. It really changed the whole course of my life plan. I never imagined myself learning Arabic ever. I honestly didn't come to NYU Abu Dhabi to study Middle Eastern Studies. No, like not at all. But I think it was the best decision. Like I had a lot of friends who told me that one of the best classes that they've taken outside of their major was Arab Crossroads classes. I can confidently say that you would learn so much from taking any Arab Crossroads classes. Honestly, I wish I had declared my major earlier because I declared mine my sophomore year. But I wish I had declared it earlier because there were so many amazing Arab Crossroads electives that I wanted to take later on, which I couldn't because I had a minor and which I had to fulfill, and second because I needed to fulfill my requirements. There are so many classes that I wish I had taken that I couldn't and I won't be able to take, which is a shame. Yes. So I hope that was helpful. Bye! Ma salama! Do I look studious? You're watching Maggie Ann's channel.